EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field and Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now it's Dart. They'll roll him out right. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Here's Tracy. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing his Dart. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip.
And he will take it up in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. But you look at this Bronco defense, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
Oh my God, you catch that?
Because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've got to contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Nix steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. The Broncos at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they return home after playing in London last week, but a happy trip back across the pond as they come home to win.
Yeah, and you're exactly right about that, because look, when you lose over there, that flight is really, really long. But not half as bad as when you come home with a victory. Excited about what lies ahead.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Ready? Bombers.
Nix to the air. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But get away it does, and it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On the run is Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Riley Moss takes him down defensively. Now 2nd and 9.
At the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. To throw is Nix. Sliding out of the pocket. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Throwing Nix. That finds his tight end Ingram.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Darius Alexander in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Nix from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Lutz with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Captain. Joe. Hey, Sean, motion.
Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing, dart. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
19 tight.
Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Tracy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw now, Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 8 yards out. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Giants 24, Broncos 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New
Gano
York.
now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try to win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On play action, here's Nix. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are back within a score.
His kick is no good.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Throwing his dart. Staying on his feet. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Dart. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Dart. Eluding the pressure right. He connects with Hyatt. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Dart. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tracy trying the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But Nick Benito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw his dart. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 10 yards out. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gano the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
31. Broncos 16. To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. I have almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll roll him out right. And they'll run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Now it's Nix.
Very quickly here, and that's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Wait for it.
To throw is Nix.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Oh, my son! 11.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
To throw, here's Nix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They're going. It's Nix.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bo Nix
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
24. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down and 4. Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Dart from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix to the air. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Hold on a second. Ready. Ready. Behind. Come up. Bombers.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Throwing Nix. Open man is the tight end Troutman. They'll come up first and 10 here.
That's another Broncos first down.
Nix to throw again. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's first and 10. To throw now, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big man rumble. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play 76 yards. And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
To kick off for New York.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
17-yard line.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds his tight end Ingram.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now 2nd and 4.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Ready. Ready. Drill.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Oh, my goodness. They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the post.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home